Right, now back to the coronavirus pandemic. It is leading to school closings all over the country, in particular here, and such a sudden change in routine can be difficult for young children to understand. Child psychologist Dr. Robin Gurwitch is here to help us talk with our kids about what is happening in the world. Just got a tweet a few minutes ago, Dr. Gurwitch, from someone with a 4-year-old who says it's really hard for a 4-year-old to understand this. So should we approach our kids and talk to them about it, or should we wait for them to ask questions?
Sheila, first, thanks for having me, especially with everything going on right now. Yes, that's a fantastic question. The answer is we need to start the conversation. Even with children as young as 4, they obviously know something is going on. So sometimes the best way to start the conversation is simply to say, there's been a lot of talk about coronavirus. Tell me what you know. That lets you get an idea of where you're starting from, what information they have that's correct, what information they have that's absolutely wrong, and gives you a chance to fix that and then to talk about, with a 4-year-old, here's what we're doing to stay healthy.
Yeah, and some parents may have their own anxiety about this. I'm sure kids can feel that.
Absolutely. We radiate our own distress and anxiety, and children pick up on it. And it's okay to say, you know what, I'm feeling a little worried and anxious too, but here's what we're going to do so that we all get through this together. And then talk about what they can do at washing your hands with soap and water, keeping social distances, but also it becomes incredibly important to stay connected. So finding ways for them to stay in contact with friends and family, whether it's playing outside with 1 or 2 children you know, whether it is writing old-fashioned letters, FaceTiming, social media, because that connectedness is the one thing that's also extremely important to helping us get through this.
One thing I read online when I was preparing to talk to you was that you should not tell your kids you're not going to get this. Why is that?
Absolutely, because we can't guarantee, and as soon as we begin to guarantee, then they lose our trust. And so I think you can say we're doing everything we can to stay healthy. And again, what can you do? Good rest, exercise, good diet, but also, again, connections, even when we're social distancing.
Yeah, moms and dads know how important it is to have routines, no matter how old your kids are. A lot of routines are thrown out the windows now. Do we need to just create some new ones?
I think it is important to think about how do we create new routines during this time. Keep as much as you can as routine as possible. Meal time, bath time,
school time at home.
Yes, absolutely. Study time. But build in some routines. Remain consistent with behavior rules. If it wasn't okay to hit your sister yesterday, it's not okay to hit your sister today.
Right.
So keeping those rules in place.
And just real quickly, one last question. Everybody's going to have cabin fever before too long. Restlessness of children. How do you deal with that?
I think that's going to be for adults as well.
Sure.
If it's a nice day weather-wise, then go outside and play in the backyard. If that's all right, take a walk. Play with your pets. It's also important, you know, you can go online and download some music and have a dance party or something just to get the energy out.
And you gave us a link that we're going to share on local12.com that has some really good resources for parents too.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Dr. Gurwitch. Now over to